Yo, what's good?
Hi.
And welcome to another episode of Jump Point.
Woo!
Well, last time our party set out into Wildspace for the first time on the WASP class ship, the Dark and Stormy. They made a little pit stop here at Stardock, also known as Crush Clear, to grab some items and plan for their next steps from here. As they were getting acquainted with the crush, they helped a local seamstress, Thrathrin, in exchange for a discount on provisions for their trip. And they clashed with a group of pirates with a red and white bird tattoo. After getting back the items and money to the seamstress, they spent the night here at the half-full tankard. Enjoyed the rest of the evening. As we move from the hollow, we move toward the docks. As we kind of move in onto a ship, a squid class ship. This almost red, violet color. And on the deck of the ship, there is a almost makeshift table here, and a woman sits across from the table. She has this long, kind of blonde hair and these golden eyes. And you see she's across from a tiefling and a 3 Korean. And there's some things being discussed. And she kind of pipes up well, sorry? You tell your captain that I can't help him. There's a code we abide by, unlike your kind. And you see the woman kind of put her arm on the desk. And her sleeves rolled up. The skin of her arm is fully golden. As the other two across the table looked kind of disgruntled. But much respect to you, Captain, though. We see an elven woman kind of go up and whisper into his captain's ear. 4? 4 of ours. 4 of ours dead. Today. Here. At Stardock. This meeting's over. I need to handle some business. As you move back to... It was the next day as you guys all wake up. What are you guys doing? Who's the first to get up?
I hate you.
Hey. You killed 4 people. That's crazy. Anyway, what's going on?
So crazy.
I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't personally, but...
I'm definitely the first one up.
For sure, yeah.
I think I've brought the cloud kettle from the ship. Wake up early, flip the bag, the starts like a Venetia bag into like a big tote bag, a picnic basket sized bag, and just start taking out mugs and a little stove campfire thing. Just make tea.
For sure. It's not hard to set up. You kind of do this. Did you guys all get separate rooms, or did you get shared rooms? What's the rooming situation like here at the Half Full Tanker?
We sort of teleported from a fight to here.
Well, not really. You guys went back to Threthrin, handled some business, and then walked back to the Half Full Tanker as the party split.
I assume we went back to I'm assuming the barkeep sort of deals with the housing situation.
There's another kind of Githyanki, a woman that you kind of dealt with as well. Yeah.
I guess like either someone in the party or either myself in a relatively drunken state probably would have asked like how much is it per room.
Yeah, sure. It was probably like 2 gold a night.
2 gold a night.
Yeah. Pretty like standard.
Yeah, I think I don't know because it's not really
1 or 2 rooms.
Really, 1 or 2 rooms depending.
For sure,
not really that extortionate.
That was a question.
Yeah, how many did you get? 1 or 2?
You probably got 2.
2. Okay, cool.
So the girls' room is. I'm up at like 5:30 a.m. making tea.
I'm just gonna You look over and see Aerith is kind of fully asleep in one of the beds in here. Give me a perception check, Thea.
Coming right up.
Sure.
Mid.
I think,
Mid.
Demi, if you're not trying to be very quiet here.
I'm trying not to wake Aerith up, but
I think you see that Aerith is like fully REM sleep. Though, Thea, you hear some movement. As someone kind of enters the room. Do you kind of turn and get up, or do you just stay in bed?
No, I stay in bed.
Sure, yeah. It doesn't take you much as like we move forward. It doesn't take you really long to set up tea and get things brewing. And like maybe like an hour later you can smell some teas in the room. This kind of Aerith kind of turns over. You see kind of her long red hair kind of pulled back a little bit. There's like, morning.
morning.
Hey, you went
How's
back.
your head?
Huh?
Just
Oh.
tap. It's out of my head.
I'm good. I'm good.
Finish writing something in a little book. Close it. Put it in my bag.
You see she kind of like stretches like, oh, okay. Wait. What was the plan for today?
Plan?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just...
That's very funny.
Sorry. Old habits. I'm still an officer, you know. It's still like very rigid things, usually.
I'm gonna leave that one alone because I think there was a nice sentiment behind sharing that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you wake up, you do something,
Targeted
right? really rigid schedules.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Jeez.
Rigid. No, that's what I said.
Huh. You see kind of her yellow eyes kind of peering at you. Like, Thea, are you up?
No.
Demi made tea.
Not strong enough.
Not strong enough. You didn't even taste it.
I don't care.
Aerith is already like over at the kind of thing. But like, let me grab this. Let me check on Morn.
Are you? Yeah, breakfast tea, and it just sort of motion for her to take all of it. There's like a little pitcher that's just been made up. And I'm changing over water.
Like, if you have something stronger for Thea, I guess that might be.
Shh. Everyone be quiet, please.
Just nod.
My head.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
It's fine. Go ask the boys if they actually do have a plan, or if we're just wandering around here for another day.
For sure. Alright. You see, kind of hear Aerith. Make sure she like has lots of water and stuff. You know, that she had a rough one. And just like they'll shut the door and head down the hallway. As we move toward the guy's room, who would be the first to kind of get up among y'all?
I think despite the previous evening, I would probably be the first to wake up. Because at least sort of, I don't know, it's that crippling anxiety of like, oh god, I'm a captain and I have priorities and and things that I have to take care of. So that sort of jolts Giles up. And sort of gets up, stretches, notices Willow is in the room with everyone as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
He kind of floats around and settles kind of on the kind of nightstand for a moment, like kind of hovering there briefly.
Yeah, sort of like at least get myself ready for the most part, and like sort of I guess announce to the other guys here. It's like, hey, gonna head down, grab some breakfast and things. Do any of you need me to bring anything up for you?
This should be all set.
All right, very well. Autumn, you good?
Could you give me a coffee?
Yes, absolutely. Milk, sugar.
Just cream, please.
Gotcha. And yeah, make my way downstairs. Sort of go to the to at least whoever's sort of running the bar at the moment.
Yeah, I think you see that there's a the same Githyanki woman that you saw like kind of early, like kind of last night. Kind of, you know, shorter brown hair, kind of her kind of almost like lighter green skin. She's like, oh, hello, sir. What can I get you?
Hi, good morning. Can I just actually, what time is it right now? I have no idea.
It is, and you can see that she kind of moves her hand, but there's like a clock that's like, it has to be like 15 feet away from her. She moves her hand and it's just, and like the blue orb kind of shows the current time, and it's like, oh geez, you guys probably slept in how much you drank last night. So it's probably like 9:30 or so.
Okay.
You see her kind
okay.
of flip her hand again. Did you need anything as far as any beverages, food, any accommodations,
yeah.
sheets or anything? Sorry.
Yeah, could I get
Housekeeping.
at least for myself, can I just get a coffee with milk and sugar and whatever the breakfast special is for today?
Sure thing.
And can you also like I could take it up, but one of my sort of compadres I'm sort of with is also wanting a coffee with just cream in it.
Sure, we can do that.
All right, great, thanks.
And some moments pass as like coffees and there's like a plate of kind of eggs, meat on there that you're probably familiar with. It's give me a history check.
Oh god, all right. We love a good history check
Yeah.
on breakfast.
Yeah. 13's good. This is Space Hamster. Giant Space Hamster.
Oh, lovely. I love me some space hamster in the morning.
Yeah. But it's like prepared like thinly, almost like prepared like a sausage, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, is this fine? And that'll just be actually we'll charge it to your. You're staying here, so we'll charge it to the room.
Yeah, it's fine, thank you. And yeah,
All right.
this is great. Thank you.
All right, very well. And you can take that up to the room. I think at this time you see Aerith in the hallway. Like I said, you see that they don't have like their kind of usual kind of their new like kind of wizardy garb. They kind of just have like a plain shirt on and kind of their long red hair is kind of tied back just a little bit. Like, oh, as they kind of scratch at one of their fins, like, you headed to y'all's room right now?
Yeah, I was just getting on him a coffee, bringing it up to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You sleep well? You doing good?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really drink as much as they or the rest of y'all did. But yeah, I'm doing great. Feeling kind of refreshed.
Good.
As
That's good to hear.
what's the as you two are walking by, what's the plan for today?
I mean, I think, we got our provisions sorted, which is good. Morn was right in terms of, or at least, I forgot who mentioned it. I think it was Morn, but we need to get a weapon for this ship. So I'll sort of at least scout around a little bit today about that too, and see what
that's probably
pricing is.
It's probably a necessity. I'm sure you're aware of, the lay of the lines. Though the dark and stormy is fast, which is its advantage, but I would feel more comfortable if we had, some weapons aboard.
No, I agree. I'm in the same boat as you. No pun
Good.
intended.
Good.
But yeah, no, like we'll try at least just find something. It doesn't have to be super crazy, but just something,
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. As you guys get to the door, I think she helps you like open the doors, kind of like pull in and see the room in here. She kind of like eyes you more and like, hey, did you sleep all right?
Shh. Please.
Not your room.
Different room.
Different room.
You said Thea.
Nope.
Nope.
Said
Not at
Warren.
all.
Stop gaslighting me. Stop gaslighting me right now.
Nope.
You're
Definitely not.
gaslighting me.
Definitely said Morn.
Roll the fucking bud right now.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this.
You can't gaslight
Gaslight.
girl boss your way out of this.
Yeah, of course she's gonna check on Morn. Why wouldn't she? Did you sleep all right?
Yeah, after everyone finally got to bed.
Yeah, they definitely are experiencing everything. But hey, that's perfectly fine. You you're still cool with this, right? They kind of like have like a little bit of a two of you kind of have like a little bit of side is like, you know, guys, you're passing out coffees and like kind of talking with Autumn. It's like, you still feeling good about this? Everything? Warren?
I think so.
Okay.
I need a little more time to think about it, I guess, but
Yeah.
I'm good for now.
Yeah, it does feel good to fly a ship again, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. We'll have to make some decisions once we get to Eberron about, you know, stuff. So I'm just, you know, just checking in, just making sure you're okay.
I'm good.
Good. Let me go see if Thea's alive right now.
Okay.
And she'll kind of like squeeze your hand a little bit and head back to the room. Are you up at all, Thea?
Fuck no.
Okay. Fully just hair a mess, you know, covers
Yeah.
over the head.
What time did you say it was at this point?
Like nine. It's probably like 9:45. Probably like 9:50 because the food took a little bit.
Sort of packed everything we brought up again, except for the cloud kettle, which I've set going again, and I take out of the bag a hand grinder and very loudly start to make espresso, like right next to the bed.
Oh, you're making coffee. Cool. Come on, Thea. Giles wants to look at stuff for getting a weapon for the ship, and you know, there's some more things to see. Didn't that blacksmith tell you to see someone about
Please,
your
I can't take it anymore. Please.
I'm just trying to be okay. You see, like,
Smelling salts with a coffee right under your nose.
I mean, this coffee does smell good. You see, Aerith is already like, I am
Super light roast.
Aerith's already like, I guess I'll just draw a bath or something, and she's already kind of grabbing things and like her spell book and everything like that. But yeah, that's the plan, Demi. It seems.
Cool.
I'm gonna say, like, Thea, how much do you delay getting up as things are being moving around you?
As long as humanly possible. They have to like drag me out.
Yeah, I think once Aerith is
I
done
will
with
pour this espresso down your nose. You want to get up right now. 10,
Do it. I don't care.
9, 8,
Count faster.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops.
give me a dexterity saving throw, Thea.
Too easy.
Ooh. Yeah, I think you think like in your mind like
Just hot water. Why would I waste the coffee?
yeah, it's like it's a blow. You're like, oh wait, they're gonna do it, and like you feel the hot liquid and like quickly move out of the way, ruffle the sheets, and we just kind of see, you know, Thea with, you know, kind of a little bit of messy hair up, maybe a little ragged.
I take
Of
a
last
sip
night.
and hand it to you. Get dressed or something.
Thanks.
We got a lot to do.
Alright, I'm up.
Aerith is already back, like, from the bath. She already has, like, her robes and things on, like, spell book, like, flipping through it. The hood of kind of the robes is down. It's like, the vast's there for you, Thea. If you need it, you definitely need it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Wow, so pretty and wizardly.
I try. Trying some. You can see start flipping through the pages. Like, just trying my best at this. Shuts the book, and you see that the book is the first time you're looking at her spell book. It's a different one than from before. The one she used all on Brawl was just a black, simple spell book. This one's quite different. You see, it's like almost like gray bound book. Not your GM looking at him, looking at his notes. Definitely not that. You see a gray bound book with this almost like silver, like scale pattern on it, and on the corners are these like kind of silver, almost like metal kind of bindings. You see kind of like the ends of the book. It looks like almost like wings, like dragon wings. You see all these like silver scales, and in the middle there's like this almost blue. It looks almost like an eye. As he's like flipping through it.
Does it make me think of Jezebel's dagger?
Oh,
Or would that be a reach to associate those two?
I mean, if that's the assumption that you're going on, give me.
This guy does not want to answer my question.
I think if that's your first instinct,
It's not. I'm asking you what it looks like. Do I think that they have a similar style? Would I make the assumption?
no.
that
The eye is different, right? This looks like more like a dragon eye. The other eye was like more, geez, it was a red, kind of almost humanoid looking eye.
Okay.
Carved out of like a pearl. This looks has some significance, like dragonic significance. As you see, you're kind of like flipping through it, she shuts it, and puts it in like that kind of like side holster. Are you already ready, Dewey?
Always.
Oh, okay. I guess let's check on the boys and see if they're already good to go. And I guess wait for Thea.
Sounds good.
All right. I think you guys move over to the guys' room. You guys are already finished food and had coffee and everything. You guys are already getting ready.
Yeah, I'm fully up.
Kind of Aerith comes over and we're just waiting on Thea, and then we're ready to go wherever.
I'm ready.
Oh,
He appears in the doorway behind us.
yeah, just,
Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
true. Aerith kind of like, you see her kind of tense up a little bit, like, oh, okay. All right. Well, where to, gals?
That's my captain.
That's so true.
Captain's like staring off into space, trying to figure out what's the next thing to do. on top of
Loudly
things.
clap like inches from your face.
Oh shit! Hi. Yes, may I help you?
Wow,
Maybe.
yeah,
We're kind of asking what the plan is.
yeah, where to?
Captain.
Sorry,
Actually-
sorry.
Can we? I know this is like an asteroid with a crash in it, and not actually a planet. But are we? Your crew is Giles the captain? I'm not asking Giles actually. I'm asking the rest of you. Is Giles the captain?
I mean,
Is he the
did-
leader?
I mean, he didn't make the ship.
He's my captain.
No, we all made the ship.
Fair.
Every one of us put
Well,
physical labor into that ship.
I mean, that's true.
Do you
You guys did
feel?
help me out
do
with
you-
that.
Aerith kind of like actually looking very serious in a moment. It's like, do you feel like the captain, Giles?
I mean, I'm not used to this sort of responsibility, to be fair, but I do feel like purposeful. You know, that makes sense.
It's good.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's not gonna matter which one of us is captain. But
I mean, true.
it would be nice if, in emergencies or when we actually need something done, someone can be the final person to say, "Okay, here's the plan. You do this, you do that. I'll do this."
Let's say we get boarded by vampires and they say, "Take me to your captain."
Mm.
We
Well,
could all
do
point
we
in a
all
circle.
look at you, or like?
Well, I mean, listen.
Everyone
We
point
won't
to the
put-
sailor to your left. That's
Do we
your
say?
captain.
Do we say it's that guy? Oh my God.
No,
I mean, we could just we could point to like a closet in like the storage room. It's like, yeah,
Very
captain's over
funny
in here.
for about
you know?
10 seconds before they
Yeah.
check it out and they decide it's not funny.
We say
Which is
We
actually
have
a
you
pretty good
exactly
idea.
where
We should
you-
set up
we
a
want
booby
you.
trap for that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, right? It's like
while you're
we
here
put it,
wasting your time
we
with us.
we'd point them towards like the closet, right? And then when they like peer in, we just shove them in and then lock the door. You know?
Yeah, we
Like-
should do that, but like with a closet that has like a bunch of knives in it or something, you know?
Speaking of knives, we do need a weapon for the ship.
Yeah. So I was
It
gonna
needs to be a little
say.
bit better than a knife closet, probably.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
probably better
Maybe.
in the
Yeah,
closet. Yep.
Not much.
Anyway.
What do you got against a knife closet? Knife
No,
closet
like-
is
we
great.
can't fight off another ship with cannons with a knife.
Team,
Listen, I love a
Team,
knife closet.
team,
as
we're
much as
getting
I-
off track. We're getting off track, team. Thank
Who
you.
made you
What?
the leader? Who put you in charge? That's
Well,
what I'm
Why did
asking.
this guy thinks he's the
Listen,
captain?
He
Got
thinks
him.
he's the
Oh,
captain.
Captain.
Got him.
Why don't we just
Okay.
stand in a circle, we link arms, and then we hyperventilate until we pass out, and the last one standing is the captain.
I don't think that's I don't,
I sleep you guys on this.
Yeah?
Anyway,
If you look
anyway,
in the mirror?
the agenda for today is that I need to go around and find someone who would be willing to like have some form of weapon for spelljammers that they're willing to sell. I was telling Aerith earlier, it doesn't have to be something extreme. It just has to be something.
I feel like we might get in trouble asking for that, no?
No.
I mean,
no, I don't.
I
I
There are
don't
laws
think so.
around here with like backdoor weapon sales.
All right, listen,
Oh,
if-
not
That's not what this
like
is.
that.
yeah,
This
we're
is
not
just-
we're not doing backdoor weapon
Yeah.
sales. We're just doing general weapon sales.
There-
As Aerith kind of looks at you, on him as you
What
say
do
that,
you-
like much, like very
weapon do you
puzzled,
think we're
and, like
buying?
super concerned.
I mean,
I don't know. I thought we were getting like an ICBM.
like, here's the. Even if they didn't
What is
want
that?
to sell weapons here, I don't think they have anything to worry about one wasp with a weapon when they got like I don't know how many drakes out there.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
That's why I thought,
ones-
you know, maybe
Those
we're
were-
getting like ICBMs.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
either way, regardless if they have something or if they don't, at least someone will probably point us into the right direction to
That's
where
fair.
we can get something.
in our
Mhm.
task.
You know what? Actually, I got something I want to ask a salesperson about.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask one of us, and you said, I've got something to ask someone else.
No, yep, yeah, no, none of you.
Are you going to tell us
Speaking
what
of
the question
questions,
is?
Nope.
Oh
No,
my
no,
god,
no.
I have to be right back. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
What?
I forgot about my washing. I've just remembered.
No.
We'll swap it
Oh,
over.
fucking hell.
Hit the BRB, hit the BRB in chat, hit the
Yeah.
BRB in chat.
Oh no! It's like she
Crazy,
actually
she-
said that.
In
thing.
character,
She
that was
said
in
that
character.
in
In the
the
chat,
character.
she could have gone and done that, and we wouldn't clown her about it.
No. Day is gone in character. No,
Yeah.
Well, we
when-
do all only have one outfit.
What are
see-
you fucking talking about? I've
Actually,
had a different outfit every day.
Yeah,
Are
you
you
see,
I have like
You're
9 of
still
the
wearing the
same
same
outfit.
shit?
They all look the same to me.
No, these are different, but they're all the same from the same person that
It's
makes
like
them.
you open up the closet and it's like 17. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
the same. If you look at my suitcase, all the same.
yeah, you saw that Aerith. Aerith's like, no. Aerith has like the wizard kind of stuff on right now, like that
We're wearing
robe.
the same clothes every day.
But she brought kind of all those like traditional clothes too, where it's like, I don't know if I should wear those, right?
Didn't notice.
Well, you didn't notice.
Morn is incapable of noticing
Hmm.
fashion.
Huh. Yeah, maybe you need to take a little trip to Threthrin. See what he has. Oh, speaking of which, didn't you ask him for something?
Yeah, it's time for a little apron.
Oh, maybe we can ask down and see if that was delivered. Oh, what Autumn? What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Huh?
Secret question.
Secret question.
Yeah,
it's
no, I wasn't
secret.
saying
Oh,
anything.
it's
Don't worry about it.
okay.
Don't worry about it.
Guys,
I'm
he's
going to.
worried about it.
okay.
For
I
sure
am
gonna
worried
be-
about it.
I think
You're gonna be worried.
I think Aerith kind of puts her hand on your shoulder, Giles. Like, you know, they're right about us picking having a captain, and I think it's more not just for emergency situations and it's just a hypothetical vampire. It's also important for when we encounter SSA ships, GIF Armada
Good points.
ships, other things that we
Yeah.
can identify ourselves and like have kind of the structure of mini spell jamming ships.
True.
But if you're prepared for that responsibility, I mean, I think
If you only want it some of the time, new atmosphere, new captain. We could play for it each time.
Well,
you see
I
Aerith
mean-
kind of like
What?
like no.
Every day we do a coin flip, and whoever wins is the captain today.
Every day is a little crazy.
I don't know, Giles.
New
If you,
atmosphere, new leaders. Pretty.
well,
if you
I
make,
mean,
if you make a
consistent,
strong
right?
claim, Giles, that you're captain, it's yours.
Okay,
Well-
how about this as a claim? Is it not his ship? Like,
You
why are
look-
we debating this? I'm sorry.
There you
This is
go.
idiotic.
Hey,
Just let
she
him have
speaks.
he's the captain.
That's right. Hey, I agree with that.
I mean that is true. It is.
Yeah.
Technically, I did buy the ship, but
You see, Aerith pulls out her spell book and like puts it on your left shoulder and puts it on your right shoulder. Captain of the Dark and Stormy, Captain Giles Baumgartner. Let's ring to it.
alrighty. Well, wasn't expecting a more formal approach to this sort of role, but here we are.
I hope you're ready to be the one that answers all the questions.
Speech.
That's fine.
Speech. No, I'm just checking. Let's head to the market. As you guys like head down, you see that Roken is just kind of like come into the establishment. He's like kind of waves to the Githyanki woman who's at the counter before. He's like, "Oh, good morning, you all. Think there's a."
Hello.
Kind of looks over and like sees the I get the Yankee woman again. Oh, you there? I think there's a package for you. He points toward you, Morn. And he kind of walks back toward the bar area as like the Yankee woman kind of says some things to him. He's like, oh, okay. So we're out of that. Good to know. And he kind of reaches under the where like kind of behind the bar and grabs a kind of almost a nice little box for you, Morn. And it has that like blue like a blue little tied ribbon on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh well. I guess Threthren is at his up to it again. Have a good day, you all.
I don't want to carry this around all day. I'm gonna run this back to the ship real quick.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll just see where the rest of it's going. And you head back toward the ship more, and as we follow the rest of the group, going toward the market. It's once again, even though it's early, it's still very busy here in Kresh Kalir. Kind of Aerith goes up to you, Thea. It's like, oh, did you want to look into that thing the blacksmith was talking about? Your shield?
Yeah.
While they're doing
yeah.
this, I can go with you if you want.
Yeah, yes, please.
Okay.
I don't really know where to go, so.
Oh, do I? Let me roll an investigation check here. Thea at advantage because you have Aerith helping you.
Okay.
And I think she's proficient.
Thank God for that. Okay, never mind. Oh, no.
Oh, okay. We went on a journey.
Okay, it looked like a fort again.
we went on a journey, to say the least.
Really.
And I think she has proficiency here, but as you guys like look around here and ask some people, they're like, "Oh, you're looking for the Sauvage?" Oh, sure. You need to head toward the deeper into the hollow, toward where the training grounds are. It can kind of give you directions here, and you're heading toward more like the, Githyanki kind of structures here, like more of residential kind of things here, built into the Kresh. It's like as you guys move along here, we'll follow the two of you guys first here. As you move further in, you get to a point where there's kind of two guards. You see that they both have like these almost these short swords on their belt, and for Thea, you see that they have like an arcane focus, like a wand holster on the other side, and they're like, "Halt, Istik. What business do you have here?"
I need to find the blacksmith.
And you see Aerith like, Aerith's like, you see like, there's no blacksmith here. You see Aerith like, Savarsh.
What she said.
I think you know that word. As kind of he overhears her. He's like, "Why do you want to see the Savarsh?" And you see that one kind of like, "I can escort you. You're here to see Savarsh Dirshik, yes. Just follow me."
Yes.
You see that kind of. You see he has this like, full kind of leather armor with this like kind of silver and kind of breastplate. And he's like moving through this place. And as you look over, give me a perception check as you move through this compound here. Is great. You look over and you see, as you're moving further in, you see children, maybe about like, preteen, maybe like 12 to 13, like practicing with swords in here. There's probably, in this one area, like maybe 20 or so here. And as you move further, you see that there is an older Githyanki man. He's in this like these long kind of blue robes. He has like a cane. And you see within these students, and they have training with swords, but they have like arcane focuses in hand. And you see him like click his cane again. He's like, Rill. Again. The Gake will not pause and wait for you to cast your spells. They will stun you and kill you before you have the chance. You need to be quick, swift. Do you understand? And you see like the boy in front of him kind of tense up and kind of bow like, yeah, yes sir. As you see this, what do? Do you approach?
Slowly.
For sure. Are you trying to not be seen here and like interrupt anything?
No, I'm just very apprehensive.
For sure. You see him click his cane again. All of you. And he looks up to see you and Aerith. Kind of holds his hand out and is like, what do I owe the pleasure of two outsiders in my lesson? You see his like kind of green eyes peering through you.
Could I get a Thea's just like really nervous, doesn't really know what to do with herself right now, is just like
You see he kind of clicks his cane again. He's like, Mon and Rill, get into pairs. The rest of you as well, get into pairs. Practice cantrips against each other, and also practice your strikes. And he's like yes, Savash. And he kind of clicks his cane again. As he kind of walks over towards you, you can see that he stands like, very proud, but you can see that he still puts a lot of his weight on the cane, as is like so dignified, and like kind of walks over towards you. You see him kind of grit his face in pain. He's like heads directly toward you. It's like, you must have some reason for being here. And he's gonna look toward you, and you see him like eye the shield that you have. It's like kind of puzzled. Do you say anything back to him? He's kind of like studying you.
I just kind of like awkwardly look around trying to find something to say. If it kind of feels like, you know, when you're in school and you've been like sent to the office, it kind of
For
feels
sure.
like that right now.
Yeah,
for her.
the
She's just
Sauvage,
like, I don't know what's going on.
the Sauvage has like definitely has that presence here. You can see as you get this close to him, you can see like he has like some scars on his face. Yeah, this is an older Githyanki man. He, you know, his kind of green skin a little bit paler. His long beard. He's like, that shield. Where did you come?
Yes.
Where did you come by?
Yes.
Right. And you see he holds out his hand for a moment. It's like, and the shield kind of moves off your back and goes into his hand. And you see him like look it over. He's like, I haven't seen one of these in a very long time. Where did you get this, Istik? And you see him, he kind of does the same thing that the blacksmith did. He puts his hand over it, and you see those like runes here. And you've been on Krishkalir for a day. It becomes clear to you in this moment that the writing that's on the shield is the same writing you've seen on some of the buildings and signs here. It's in Tirsu. It's in Githyanki. And you see, like, as he puts his hand over it, there's like the writing kind of flashes red for a moment. He's like, you see him kind of like test the buckler. It's like, How did you come into this? And you see like that imposing presence kind of fall back a little bit here. There's just a bit of curiosity and calm. As he's kind of...
Well, I just got it, I guess. Oh, I was given it, sorry.
Oh, I see. This is blessed by Lady Lasta, isn't it? Kind of puts his hand over it. Malar made well. They do not make things like these often. Have you used it yet?
I don't think it is working very well for me right now.
Really? You see him kind of... And why do you think this? What was your name? Forgive me.
Saya?
Leia. My name is Dirshik. I've taught many of the Gish and have been a Gish for a long time. And you think you are not... doesn't work with you. You cast spells, do you not?
Yes.
And you are trained in the sword, as he kind of sees the sword on you. Then it should work for you.
Yes, that's correct.
As he kind of puts it on for a moment, you see he kind of tests it. And you see there's like a training kind of like dummy. He goes, let's see if I still... And you see he whips his hand and the buckler flies out of his hand and lands into the dummy. And you see him like snap his fingers and the buckler returns to his hand. It is not a... This still works well. It is not a effective thing. And you seem to have the skill for it. Try it. This shield, if you will indulge an old man, this shield is made particularly for Gesh. It can be used as, much like as you see the Yank over there. They have a wand in hand or some sort of spellcasting focus. The shield acts as that for Gesh. It allows you to be in the front lines and still be able to cast your spells with some protection. Give it a try.
Okay.
He hands the shield back to you. These are gifts that the smiths made for a time with the guidance of Lasta. And in this moment, as he kind of like works with you, you see Aerith kind of like kind of goes back against puts back against the wall and kind of just like lets you and Deershik work through this. You can attune to this item, and I'm just gonna put it in your inventory. I think it's already in your inventory. Oh, it's not. Haha.
That's why it wasn't working. I didn't have it.
There you go. And as he looks at it, he's like, Mirhanak, a fitting name for this old thing. As you can go to your inventory and attune to it here. It is a shield that is a spellcasting focus for you, and you can throw it as a bonus action.
Nice. Perfect.
And as you spend some time with Deershik, you see that kind of imposing, that feeling that you first got from him, kind of, he is a stern teacher, but there is like real compassion and like, he never like gets too loud with you. As some of the other kids that kind of like bow to him, and as they finish their training, it's like, do you still think you are? It does not suit you, Thea.
No, I think this works really well. Thank you.
Good. Use it well within the guidance of Lasta. And take care of it. And you see he gives you a respectful bow here.
I will bow back.
And you see as he like kind of moves forward, he's like, I should probably get some rest. These kids. Sometimes they work on an old man's nerves. You see a bit of a smile as he heads back in here. Actually, give me a perception check, or one for Aerith as well.
Too easy.
16, very good. You see as you were kind of training with the Savage, you see that there is a Githyanki warrior comes in here, and he heads toward her. She has like that like silver armor on, and you see on her back is a great sword. You see that she has like long, almost like long black hair. And as like you're looking over, you hear the conversations. Like he kind of bows to him. Like, he's like, "Oh, Keithrak Yongi. What do I owe the pleasure? Oh, he wants to see me. Let's get this over with." As the knight takes the teacher somewhere else. We move toward Giles, Autumn, and Demi heading into the market. Where do you guys do? Where do you guys go? What do you guys do?
Is there like anything that like that looks obvious as like something to at least service like any vendor that helps service spelljammers or something?
Ooh, I think as you ask around, it gives for free. As you ask around, you think to go back toward like the main dock area, right? But as you kind of get there, give me an investigation check. And if anyone has, you guys can all roll separately or whatever. It's up to you guys. 17's good. It's pretty great.
I have to roll separately. I can't help.
Yeah.
Womp.
I think you kind of, once again, Demi, as you look toward the dock, you kind of, as you came in, there was only like a few ships.
I'm helping.
You're helping.
Sure.
The vastness and like the busyness of the dock is like, you're like, oh, okay, shit.
Literally, the entirety of me helping is spinning in one circle and just looking at every building. I don't
Yes.
take in what they are, but just I've marked every one of them and then just turned to Giles like, well, lead the way, Captain.
Yeah, I think at the moment, like you've sort of said that, I already have my eyes set on where to go. It's like, yeah, come in.
He's walking. All right, we're
Yeah,
all
you-
walking.
Yeah, you head toward like, no, past where your ship, you know where your ship is docked, and kind of where you saw the wyverns being taken care of. And as you walk past Giles, you see that there is the Keithrak again. That's like she's working on, or they're working on the saddle of the wyvern. You can see it kind of like it like looks toward you for a moment. You can see its kind of eyes, those like kind of yellowish eyes, peer at you. And you see her say something in Gith, like, and you walk past. As you get further down toward the dock, you head toward where there's essentially like this, almost like the dry docks in Brawl. There's like a place where there's, you know, lots of different ship parts and things. A place where you can probably find what you're looking for. Also, Autumn, give me a perception check. If you're rounding out this group. Do we have him? Is his mic muted?
He's muted. I don't know if he knows.
Me?
He's getting pizza.
Yeah, you,
Yes,
Autumn.
you.
Give me a
yeah,
perception
sorry,
check.
I am paying
You're
attention to my pizza.
You're with this group.
Perceiving.
A 9. You kind of look around at the dock. It's busy. You see that wyvern, and you see just some more ships. As you walk past, you see a. How familiar is Autumn with like other spell jamming ships? Would you say he's like he knows all the classes of ships, or is he kind of just like?
Yeah, I'd say like he has a general knowledge of it, but not like he doesn't know everything. He doesn't know like the ins and outs, you know.
For sure.
He might know
Yeah.
like different classes.
Yeah, I mean, you walk past like this ship that has like almost like fish like aesthetics, and then you walk past a squid ship, then a galleon. As you kind of were walking with Giles and Demi. But Giles, as you head to this have almost essentially kind of like scrapyard, dry dock kind of service area. What do you do?
I'll at least try to sort of see if there's anyone that's like who looks like they're in charge.
Yeah, sure. Give me just a perception check as you kind of walk into this space. 20. As you're kind of looking around, like really looking, there is like a counter, and there's like a best you can tell, like a counter, and there's like a bell on it. Here.
All right, I'll go up to the counter and gently ring the bell.
As you ring the bell, it's like ding, and the dings and rings out. No response.
I'll hit the bell again, but with a little bit more force.
You like really hit it hard and have it ring out. And it's like, give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Want to wait 5 seconds between rings?
You hear like rumbling, like just noise. He's like, just give me a moment. I'm back here. I need to just grab something.
That's fine.
Then you hear like
Very quickly reach out and ring it like 5 more times, and then
Debbie, no.
I think
What are
you see.
so impatient for it? He said he was coming.
I think you see, looking behind the, like, running like briskly running toward like the
Sorry
counter.
about my phone.
You see a Gith Yankee and like overalls. They're probably like in their like mid to late 40s or so. You can see like their brown hair has a little bit of gray in it. And they're like, points his finger at the both of you, like kind of bluish eyes kind of darting toward you, like hello and welcome to my place. What did you need? As he's like really putting on the service like smile, like creaking up, and you know he's pissed. What did the two of you need?
I'll speak in Gith and just be like, hey, listen, I'm sorry to disrupt you. We're just looking for a couple things. I hope this isn't too much of a bother for you.
No, it's not. It's not. Welcome. What were you looking for?
By any chance, do you know someone or somewhere where there are any sort of spell jamming weapons for sale?
I could rummage up what I have here. I'd have to check what inventory there is, but what kind of ship were you outfitting for?
Wasp.
A wasp ship. You can see like he's like kind of like blue eyes kind of narrowing as he's like, I do have everything in the inventory. Watch it. He's like picking at his stroking his chin. He's like, wait. He kind of puts like a hollow disc on, like clicks it, and like you see like scrolls through like the blue sphere, and all you see is Tirsu. It's like, nope. No, gets another hollow disc. Like he's like, yes. Oh, that's a lot. G5. Okay. Follow me.
Okay, very well.
No, follow me. Come on. You kind of follow him for a couple of minutes here as you kind of head through this like. Essentially, like I said, it's a scrapyard. He's like looking. He's like, nope, no. I need once again Autumn and Timmy. Give me a perception check. As you know, Giles, you're kind of being led here by this Githyanki gentleman. He's like, "Oh, my name is Jay."
Bro is not perceiving.
Oh,
Jay?
Trying to get 2 9s in a row.
Jay. Yes, G.
My name is Giles. Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, Giles. Timmy, what did you get for your perception check? Was it?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Good, very good. As you guys are moving and G has taken you through some of this scrapyard, you see there's someone going in the same direction as you. It's not like they're following you or anything. It's like they're just walking in the same way as you. You see a shorter individual. They're probably like 3'8". You see that they have like kind of a hood on. You can see some distinct features on the 20. I can actually, I'll just give you this. You see that they like almost like a black snout type deal and red scales. As they're kind of, you see that they have kind of hand on, clawed hand on their chin, kind of like just talking to themselves and pondering something like. And also on this one, you see that they have a mace kind of on their belt. Shield on their back. As you're walking with G, he's like, oh, G. He's like, okay, this is lot number. That's G6, 7, G5. Okay, cool. You see, like, there's just a pile of like kind of things here. He's like, okay, and you said WASP class, right?
Yes.
Okay. I do have something that could be fit on a warship. Warships are generally lighter class, so the cannon might be too much, might be too heavy. So ballista, yes, here. I have a ballista here, but it is in some need of repair. It needs to be attached as well. It's not every so often that you come across a wasp ship here. But and he shows it to you. It's a pretty standard ballista. And he's right. It does need some. You can, I think, even you'll have to roll for this. Even so, you see some of the mechanisms may need some changing. There's some things a little bit wrong with it. But it can be made better for sure. It can be.
That's fine. I mean, maintenance aside, that's not a concern for my ship. Is that the only thing in your inventory, or do you have at least other things that we could sort of compare this with?
Oh, for the WASP class, I keep all my light parts here on this lot, so it's pretty much all I really have. It's at this moment, the person who was behind you, Demi, is like next to you. As you kind of like look over, like you kind of feel their presence, and you look over and look down, and you kind of see them like, oh, a ballista. You can see like the toothy grin, and you see him kind of like look up toward you, Demi. You guys are getting into something fun, aren't you? You see his yellow kind of dragon eyes look up toward you. You see kind of the hood.
It's a fucking kobold.
Yes. You see a kobold here. And like,
Sure, we're getting into something fun. You have one?
Oh, Oh no, this is for a WASP class ship, yeah. It's something a little different.
Just shrug.
He kind of looks.
What does hold on? Can I roll like a perception at least and
Oh,
see if
yeah.
I
Yeah, because like G is like explaining some stuff to you.
He's
Um,
right next to you if he's right next to me, because he's overhearing your fucking conversation.
yeah. He's like inserted himself like next to you. You on him like he like scares you. By the way, like he's right next to you and he's like, oh shit, like. And it's
I'm
very
gonna-
particular how he moved, right? Like Demi, you noticed him there, but like he quickly moved directly next to you with some speed.
I'll sort of pause the conversation I'm having and sort of turn. It's like,
It's like,
sorry,
well,
can I help you?
oh. And as you look down at him, he kind of puts his hood off a little bit. He's like, oh, don't mind. You see that toothy grin. He's like, don't mind me. Just admiring
Minding.
some things within the scrapyard. Some
I'm gonna go back to the shopkeep. It's like, you know this guy or something? Have you
he's
seen
like,
this guy before?
He's gonna the 14. Is that who I think it is? He's like kind of smiles at G. And he's like, you see the kobold like give him the eyes like, what are you doing here, Rip? It's like, gee, you wouldn't. Don't be so rude to an old friend. Just, you know me. I'm always looking for things to tinker with and things to use. Take care of your customer. I was just.
Kyle, did she have a ballista, or we just getting a recommendation to go somewhere else?
There's one literally right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
there.
right in front of us. Yeah.
How much is it?
Yeah. How?
oh,
I'll throw after G. It's like, how much is this thing? Take it off your hands.
He kind of looks. He's like, it is a wasp part. I'm going to have to say, 400.
200.
400 gold? You're saying for this?
Yes. It's a wasp
200.
part. This is the only one I
What?
have.
I know it's the only one you have, but tell me, how long has this been sitting here in your scrapyard?
You see him look toward.
Long enough for you to forget how much it was. You were thinking really hard about that price.
He's like, you think like,
You get a lot of wasp ships through here? I'm
not,
gonna guess no.
not particularly. And you see like Rip kind of eyeing you.
250.
I think on him, what you notice, you see the Kobold Rip like kind of carefully watching the lot of you, and kind of like, like nodding his
Has
head.
he got a big cloak on, or what's he wearing? He had a hood.
He had a hood on. It's like a hooded cloak. You, like I said, you saw his shield. Like his hood of the cloak is like on top of a shield. He has a mace here. He's like wearing like very. You can't really see his armor. You just see the cloak. You see his
Is there any
hands. It's
items like directly behind me?
Yeah, I think there would be some parts and things behind you. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna like cover what I'm doing with my body,
Yeah, sure.
but I'm gonna start sifting through the parts behind me. Not looking for anything particular.
Yeah, but you're like just looking through.
I'm
Oh, just-
trying to
Just
look
pretending to look
suspicious.
busy.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to press him.
Yeah. So
Good
we're haggling right now. So what I'll say is that the starting DC here, you kind of you already annoyed him a little bit from the start. The starting DC here is going to be
Some
18.
light razzle.
He was a little light razzle. He was a little frazzled.
A light razzle.
Is
Yeah.
are we giving each other the help action here since we're
If-
both
yeah,
Demi and I are both
Put me in, coach.
Vision persuasion
Fuck it.
for sure. Yeah,
This man has been marked.
this is 18. Persuasion checks, intimidation, whatever you feel is necessary here.
okay.
But charisma checks, of course.
Charisma, yeah.
Yes. As G looks towards you, he's like, 400 is my price.
All right, I'll roll persuasion.
Sure, yeah.
and-
Is there any benefit to going above 18 by a certain amount?
I will allow you to set the price, and set it to. Obviously, he still has to make some sort of profit here, but if you go
Yeah.
above that, you'll be able to set it to very reasonable in your favor, right?
Because I started with half of his price. That's where
Okay.
I-
Yeah, which
Go
is
for it.
which is a little, that's a
It's a little extreme, but that's how you
yeah.
haggle. Like,
for sure.
Okay, right now I have a 15 on the die.
15, yeah, for sure.
I'm starting with persuasion, which is +4. So I'm spending ether on this. So I will get 18. I just want to see how high above 18 I get.
Yeah, if you get higher above 18, it definitely bends toward your favor, and what your next asking price is.
Here's the ether.
Okay.
It's 4. So 21.
21. Okay.
Wait, is it? No,
What is
wouldn't it be 22? Because you had 18.
19,
Right?
20, 21, 22. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, 22.
Math is hard, guys.
Math
It
is
surely
hard.
is. This funny dice game requires math. Give me a price here. I'll say this is kind. Okay.
I think I'm starting with that 22 as 250. Like
50.
I threw out 200 and he was like, "What the fuck?" 250 is where
250.
we're gonna start with.
Okay. With the 22, he is going to increase the price by only 10. He's like 260. You see that there was like probably inner workings that he was going to jump back up to 300.
He said 260.
Yeah, he said 260. As he kind of sees that you're haggling, he's like 260.
I'm just gonna look at Giles, and you can see that this guy, like, if you're not looking directly at him, he's got a little blue outline. And I'm just gonna sort of like look at you, look back at him. 255. Final offer.
Persuasion check here. This time the DC is lowered by 2 more. So DC 16.
I'm not a part of this haggling anymore. I'm
You're
just
like, yeah. Like, what do you say?
Yeah.
Role play this out.
it's like yeah, what she said. Yeah, 255 final offer.
I fucking rolled a 4. Hang on. Not total of 4, but I rolled a 4. It is possible for me to hit 16, but
I believe.
I have to
believe her.
max out on the ether, so
I
Sure,
believe
roll it
you.
up.
I truly.
that's an
believe
8. That's an 8.
There you
I
go.
said
There you
16
go.
There we
exactly.
go.
16. 255 was the offer, right?
Mhm.
255.
255. Okay.
As he's sort of thinking it over, I'm reaching in my purse and pulling out a small cup of espresso.
She's like, Is this someone on him? On him, I need you to give me a perception check. Here. Or perception or insight, your choice.
Come on, man.
Should have hit
How
insight.
many-
That's crazy. That's 3 nines in a row.
He's 9'd up. You look over. You look
I'm
over.
hitting insight just to get a different number really quick.
Sure.
199.
Okay.
One
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I think as you go to look, you don't really see anything, right? You see Rip there, kind of just like hand on chin and looking. As you see and look deeper for his body language and like here, you see that he is impressed with the haggling that Demi is doing. He's like taking note of that and taking note of all of you. You see a relaxed in the situation, right? He that's kind of what you get from his vibe. It's like, you see
He took the 255 offer already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see
Nice.
G's like
Okay.
looking over. He's like, fine. 255 it is. 255
Just
it is.
if he reaches out for a handshake, I'm just gonna put the espresso in his hand.
It's
Why
like,
is he
what?
doing business with you?
He kind of grabs it. He's like, be sure to pick it up when you get the chance. You hear Rip's audible laugh like, as you see this once again 3'8" kobold just like tail swinging, like.
All right, Short King, what's your interest in this?
Oh, I just wanted to see G squirm for a little bit, and also,
Well, you should have said something. Would have haggled harder.
and
What do you do around here?
oh, just a bit of this, a bit of that.
You're a rat catcher? I'd say pointing, or just like gesturing with my knee to his mace.
Sometimes you see a smile, a toothy smile. You could say that.
You stick around here, or is a stop on your way?
Oh, just a stop. Just a stop on my way. I always like to come in here and see what G has, and if he has anything nice, take it back with me. The rat catching business is hard.
Heard that.
Give me a perception check, Dimmy. As he's like gesturing with his hands.
Oh, it's so good. It's actually not that good. It's a 19.
19.
Oh, good enough.
The funny thing
Good
about
enough.
Rip, are you any hackles up here? Just to ask you, is there any hackles up around Rip? Anything like that?
I think knowing that he is an adventurer, there's a not a wariness, but like a respect, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Um,
I'll say
like I'm not taking him for granted in the room.
for sure. And that would be very easy to see a small kobold and think,
Yeah,
Just
you
a
know,
kobold.
punctual child.
yeah, just a kobold, just nothing. But there's a purpose to his movements. As you see briefly, as he like raises his hand up, you notice that there's no markings on his scales or anything like that, as far as like tattoos of any nature. They kind of like, well, good luck with your weapon. Oh, and is it your ship? He points up towards you, Giles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Wasp ship. That's a good ship. Is he like kind of looks at you, like, is it can't be your first ship, right?
No, it's my first ship, though. Funny enough.
Once again, that toothy grin. He's like, well, just take care of it. You know, it can be hard out here, and big. He's like gestures like out toward like the dock itself, out toward big old Wildspace.
Oh, I know. I've been on the lines before.
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Your friends look a little green as he looks toward Autumn as you're like digging through some stuff.
That's very funny. Both of us are.
There you go. Yeah. He's like, he's like, as he, I think you guys are like walking and talking toward the edge of the yard. As he turns here, you guys don't even need to roll for this. You see two people waiting for this cobalt at the edge of the scrapyard. There is a Thrycreen. He's probably like 6'3". He has this like yellow, almost orangish carapace. You see that his forearms are crossed, and there's like these bandage wrappings around his forearms. And you also see next to him a kind of like a tiefling, kind of tiefling looking around, red skin. You see that she's like looking through one of the things, as you kind of see her like humming to herself, but the Thrycreen is very stoic. He is not moved. And you kind of like see her tail kind of move, Tichling's tail moving. She's like kind of humming like da, da, da. And you see as Rip turns, she like kind of like looks over at him, and he's like, Captain! And you kind of see Rip like, ugh. What is it, Nama? We did that thing for you. Are we free to like move around a little bit, or are we still on business? What are we doing? And you see a smile on Rip. That's like, he looks towards you. Looks at you, Giles. Like, good luck with your wasp ship. If you need any help with anything, I'll be around.
Appreciate it, Rip. I'll let you know.
Good. And you see the kind of the tiefling kind of look toward you, kind of eye look at you up and down, Dimmy, like, nice horns.
Made it myself.
You see the Thrycreen like doesn't even look at any of, like, scans you guys briefly. You think to like assess you all. You see like you're like a chittering of his mandibles as he kind of like turns and walks with Captain Rip. As you see like a bit of a laugh from Rip as they walk down the dock. We move toward you, Morn. As you're heading back toward the ship, I would think you're already kind of there, correct? You might have made a cross paths with some of the other. Did you head with the others at the same time, or
us? Right. If Morn was going to the ship and then
first, yeah,
we
that's right.
I was basically gonna run back, drop it off, and try to catch up.
Yeah, I think what you do see as you're like trying to catch up, you see a kobold kind of laughing here. Actually, wait. Give me a perception check here as you're walking down the dock here. Sorry, we'll move back just a little bit.
18.
18's great. As you're moving here, you walk past a some ships here. You walk past a red squid ship. And there's a moment where you see the same person you saw yesterday. The elf pirate, bandana on, and you see her recognize you and look toward you.
Do I recognize them?
Your passive perception is quite good, correct?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah. This is that same woman. There. There's a moment where you see another woman walking down the gangplank of this ship. You see sort of like the other pirate whispers in her ear. She looks towards you, golden eyes looking directly at you. You see her kind of snap fingers on her right hand. It's strange because her whole hand, her right hand, is golden. And you hear her say, sorry to bother you, fine sir, on this lovely day. Could I trouble you for a moment of your time? Morn, it's been a long time since you've been around pirate crews. But you know full well the way this person carries themselves, that they're in charge of this ship. And you have her full attention. That's where we're gonna go on break.
So Canadian.
Much to think about.
There's so much to think about there, bud.
We're gonna come back from break and I'm gonna still have no idea what to do.
Yep. See you in 10.
Years.
Wow. bombs for Fortnite.
Yo.
He's hitting the Gritty on our right.
Wait, wait a minute. What a thing to come back to. Holy
Got
shit.
bad news, DM. We just wiped out Tomato Town.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Just
Yeah, we all
guys.
got crowns right now.
Start out Tomato Town. Is Tomato Town even in the game anymore?
No,
No.
it's
Fuck knows.
fucking, they changed the
Not
map
after
a
I
couple weeks
finished it.
ago, too.
Yeah, after you wiped out all of Tomato Town. Oh god.
Been different since I was there.
All them shits is different. They got fucking Mount Olympus in there now. They got a bunch of like Greek
Yeah, I
gods.
saw that. That's the update. But
Yeah, it's just kind of annoying.
I guess they forgot to add me or something.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did. Chad. As
I'm in there actually. Me and
Mm.
I'm in the John F. Kennedy pack.
Yeah, I was just like it must have got lost in the mail. or
yeah,
something.
yeah. As
Yeah,
we,
fun fact actually, the F in John F. Kennedy is for Fortnite.
oh,
That's
okay.
true. A lot of
That's
people don't know.
That's not. As you
Anyway.
as you return here
Rest in
At-
peace, bro. Got one tapped.
at the dock, at Star Dock,
Had this golden scar. What do you want from me?
you, Morn, have been called out
I was trying to stall this.
by this woman. Long blonde hair, kind of falling past, her shoulders.
You said a golden hand? Or am I making that up?
Yes, she's a golden hand.
I was like,
Her
there's a
whole-
good chance I literally made that shit up.
No, her whole right. You can see it's like her sleeves rolled up. You can see it's not just her hand.
It's like
All-
forearm and
forearm, and yeah, you see it just goes past her the forearm. The skin is golden.
history check.
Sure, give me a history check.
That's fucking cock.
As you look at her face, you can see that there's like a horizontal scar like over her nose, and it goes like a bit, under her eyes.
16.
16. 16 is great. Give me advantage because of your background, too. This would be something that you're very keen to.
16.
16. Double
Nice.
16. It was meant
No,
to
I
be.
rolled a 3 on the other die.
Oh, whoop. 16. 16 is the one. You kind of racking your brain. You're like, as you look at her, and as she has like her, leg up on like the railing of this squid ship, you see that like where her boot is. You see that she has like a garter tattoo, and it's wrapped around. It's like a bunch of these red and white birds that connects like all the way around her thigh. Looking at that red and white bird again, bird you saw before, you're like, I heard the name in recent times as you were traveling, doing some jobs for Dallery, and it hits you. It's a group of pirates that are called the Maroon Lark Pirates, and you've heard rumors of their captain, Captain Desai. Rumors that it's this woman with a golden arm. That pirate tales often are very far-fetched and much like Captain Braw's legend makes him a larger than life character. So when you heard that, you're like, okay, she has a golden arm, but she's just like she's a good marksman or something. As you look before you, you see her pale skin, golden arm. Once again, terribly sorry to trouble you. I just want just a moment of your time, if that's all right.
Well, we'll see. What do you want?
Well, it's come to my attention that, and you can see that she's like walking down the gangplank, and give me another. I'll give these to you this for free. Watching you from like the edge of the squid ship.
I was about to ask anyways.
Yes, I figured you were. Watching you from the edge of the squid ship. You see that there's the second mate, the one you saw before. You see a Kinku. You see the Kinku watching you. He's watching you like high from the like one of the crow's nests, essentially. He's like, you see him looking down directly on you, like arms crossed. You see, as you're walking down, a almost like electric blue plasmoid, tossing a dagger up and down, like catching it. you see that they're like, humanoid formed. You see that like they look towards you. You see she's all the while the captain is walking down the gangplank. You see a Triton has been watching you from the beginning. You see she has like a great sword on her back that looks like it's made of pure ice, almost like crystal. It's on her back. You see that she's like leaning against the railing as she walks.
I must be famous.
Certainly not. Certainly not. As you see like this like forced smile. You see you notice them here. You see an auto gnome picking up a crate, like a silver like circular auto gnome. It like looks towards you. You can see it's like purple eyes kind of like look back toward you. She's like, good work, quartermaster. Make sure they get up there. It's like, yes, mistress. And it slowly looks towards you. You see like there's 4 pistols on this auto gnome. So lady tells me here. What was your name, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh my god, internal conflict.
And the 3 of us are headed back towards our ship.
Yes. And I think your Captain Rip is like a few paces ahead of you. You can see he's talking with the very loud tiefling that was Nama. And you see that the Thrycreen has not said a single word.
We're headed back towards their ship.
What's up?
We're not hanging around with them.
Oh, of
We're
course
headed
not.
back towards their ship.
Of course not. Yeah, they're just ahead of you. Some paces, right? You're walking this. You'd essentially be walking the same way as them. The scrapyard's like toward the end, the far end of the dock, right? You'd have to walk past a lot of ships together. She's like maybe like 10 feet away from you. As she's like
That's
walking
close enough, I think.
Hmm.
I just value my personal space. It's not anything personal.
Oh,
Name's Morn.
well, it's good to meet you, Morn. My name's Kendra.
Kendra.
Yes. All the while she's talking to you, the eyes of the
Get this a lot. You don't look like a Kendra, but
oh, sometimes people say that. Usually it's the last time they say that. And you hear like a from Lady, the half-elf. All the while, the Triton that's watching you, you can see that like half of her face is covered. And her, as you look at her, she seems not like Aerith. Aerith is more like mermaid and like this Triton is more like shark-like. You can see like the fins on her head. She has like a bit of a tail that has fins on it. She's like kind of leaning in towards you, and you can see that crystal greatsword. She's like tapping her finger in rhythm. I just heard from one of my associates that someone with your description, had a bit of a tussle with some of my extra crew. And I just wanted to confirm that that was you or not.
I think it's
Like I
just one
said,
of those faces.
Yeah, just one of those faces. I think at this moment, Thea and Aerith, you're already kind of on your way back, heading toward ship. I think you guys asked around like where a place where you could get ship parts and things. You're heading toward the dry dock here. I think you've already walked past the Dark and Stormy and are kind of like going in that direction, looking for the rest of the group. You see Kendra. Like, I just wanted to get a good look at you. Like I said, sorry about making you feel uncomfortable. You see her golden eyes like narrow. As you're this close to her, you see that she has a dagger sheathed and no other kind of visible weapons here. You see that the auto gnome grabs another box and moves it up toward Gangplank, and there's this kind of stillness here. What do you do? Thea, I think you see this from here. As you're like walking, you see Morn paused and talking to a woman. She has like her leg up on like a crate, and you see Morn kind of frozen talking to someone here. You see Aerith like, who's Morn talking to?
No one nice.
You sure? Give me an insight check, Thea. I'll roll it for Aerith.
Incoming natural 1 from Aerith.
13 on the die for For Aerith, she has pretty high insight. She's a +4 to insight. So
Nice.
that is a
17.
15, yeah. Yeah, I think as you say that, and you're like, you're not sure as you say that, but Aerith kind of like kind of puts two and two together, and it's like, I think we should go toward Morn, but let's be careful, okay?
Okay.
Two of you head toward Morn. The others, as you're walking back and in front of the other group here, I need a perception check from you guys.
Yes.
Me as well.
You're already heading toward Morn.
Okay.
This is the other group, Giles, Onum, and Demi. Perception check, please.
I'm more so focused on getting the how to
Maybe
get
20.
the stupid ballista to the ship.
Yeah.
Is it
The
just
hard
straight
cut to
perception?
Giles dragging it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it delivered, right?
Yeah, it'll be
Or
delivered.
we could move the ship over there, I think.
Giles
Could
is
do
having a
insight or no?
Sisyphus moment.
Truly. It's like,
Truly.
yeah. 20 from Demi. Onum, if you would.
Just straight perception.
Yeah, straight perception. 20. The two of you, as you're walking further, you see Captain Rip hold his hand up, and you see the bottom arms of the three Kreen kind of like move, and you see that the tiefling Nama stops kind of whistling. And as you round the corner and past some ships, you see Morn, maybe like 60 or so feet, maybe 30 feet away from you. Probably about 60 feet away from you, talking to a woman here on that 20 perception. As you look for the woman, you see a faint golden halo. It's so faint, like almost ghostly. And you see her kind of gesturing with this golden arm. What do you do?
I'm just gonna watch.
Morn?
You much of a gambler?
Oh, yeah, truly, I love a good game or two.
Yeah, toying with Navin coin. Well, that's good. I don't have to run you through the basics, but as an avid gambler myself, I can give you a few tips.
Oh, you give me a few tips, eh? Well, what game would we be playing?
Speed walking at Morn.
Sure. There's a moment where you see, as you walk past Captain Rip, it's like, I wouldn't if I were you.
You're not me.
You see the smile. It's like, well, let me walk with you.
If you fucking insist.
Sure.
I'm gonna
And you-
follow distance behind them.
Yeah. You see that he looks towards you, he's like, Edge. You see the Thrycreen look toward his captain. Just the usual. You see just a slight nod. Namaya, try to say little. You kind of see a smile, smirk creep up on her face. And she's like kind of shrugs, like, And the two of them just kind of like let you guys walk past and like file in behind you. I need either Thea and Demi to roll me just luck checks here, just straight D20s to see who gets to Morn first here. Which group?
Oh
17.
boy, time for the real dice.
That's right, 17 from Demi. Okay,
Wait, I'm gonna roll 2. Watch.
maybe not.
19.
19 with
Let's
Aerith,
roll.
with a concerned Aerith. You make it to Morn here as he's like talking with this woman. You see Aerith like, is there a problem, Morn?
I'm just giving some friendly advice, like how I mean, we all know that
Oh, am
the
I?
games are all rigged.
Of course.
Got to do everything you can to get an edge,
That makes sense.
and if you make me your enemy, the odds are not going to improve.
You see like a chuckle, like, you hear that? You hear that, folks? You hear someone say, yeah, they're trying to threaten mistress, eh? And you hear from up above the crow's nest like a crow sound, like a crow laugh, like a it's like lady like kind of the one half elf kind of puts her hand on her head like, oh jeez.
A little cliche to have a parrot, don't you think?
Oh,
the
Hilden
coin.
is not a parrot. Hilden is quite skilled at what he does. Don't let him hear you call him that. And who's this? As she like looks towards Aerith, like there's a moment of like the attention isn't on you anymore and it's on Aerith and Thea. And what do we have here? Someone who fancies themselves a wizard. And it's at this moment, Demi, you make it here as well. What do you do?
Just walk right next to Morn.
And look at that. They all the ones that she told me about.
I told you, it's just one of those faces.
It very well might be. And who are you? She looks toward the golden eyes, like look toward you. They look past
Fucking
you.
mog her.
What's up?
Just fucking mog her.
Yeah. There's a moment where she looks past you at Autumn. You see her eyes kind of like narrow, like she's looking at something. And Autumn, you see it on her as well, that faint halo. And now you're close, you see that her arm is, skin of her arm, purely golden. She's like, you're like kind of is taken aback. The main thing that happens here is she's looking at eye level at all you, and you hear like a and she looks down, and there's like a look of disgust, and you see her like go, like suck her teeth. And what do I owe the pleasure of the great Captain Rip? And you see that her whole demeanor changes here. She kind of like leans back toward the squid ship. Oh, I was just passing through. It seems our business from before had soured, did it not? Aj and Nama tell me that there was a complication. I told them, I'll tell you what I told them, Rip. I don't want to get involved in your games. That's against our way, our code. Your presence has soured my fun, Rip. And you see at this moment, the lady has gone back to the ship. The auto gnome has loaded like the last crate, and the plasmoid is kind of like, is holding the dagger hard in their hand. Well, just be careful out there. Morn wouldn't want you to have any bad luck.
You too.
Kind of gives you a bit of like a wink, Demi, and you see her head back at the ship, and you see that tattoo wrapped around her thigh of many birds like flying. Other like all the stages of the bird, like open wings, closed wings, like full flight around her thigh. It's like, Ichthyr, make sure we're in order. And you see the Triton was gripping the hand, like the hilt of the great sword, as releases and kind of like stands up, and you see like she kind of motions toward the rest of the crew, and you're like, yes, mistress. And you see the sails of the Violet Masquerade open up and starts to lift off from Stardock, as there's like an awkward pause here. You hear Captain Rip go, ooh, you got the tension with the knife, couldn't you? Are you guys all right?
Don't you have somewhere to be?
I do. I feel like I'm always right where I need to be. It's like, it looks like you lot have attracted some fine company.
Yeah. Guess it doesn't really help that we killed like 4 of them yesterday.
You did what now?
They fuck around, they find out.
You did what? He's like, he's like, I knew you had a little bit of a spark in you. I just didn't know what it was, but you could see that toothy smile again, like, well, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Captain Rip. I'm the captain of that fine ship over there. And he points down to that flying fish ship that you guys walked past to get here. There she is, the all she rode. Pride and joy. Ash, if you would, make sure the others are fine. And Nama, you can have some fun if you so please. And you see her go, yes, just. Won't let you down, Captain. I'm gonna be, won't get into any trouble here and at Stardock, I promise. We don't want to get Yankee. We want to be in the bad graces to get Yankee, Nama. keep it to a minimum. All right, and kind of just like walks out from the group. Walk with me. You all walk to with my ship, but you have piqued my interest, and I have a bit of a job opportunity for you all, if you would be so inclined.
Sure.
If you need, what's up?
I mean, we're broke, so.
Yeah. Well, you know,
We have
if you-
enough for the ballista, though, right?
Yeah, we have enough for the ballista, but yeah, after that we're broke.
How much is a ballista?
It's like
255?
255.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, the guy was gonna say he was gonna like try to sell it to us for 400.
yeah, he was
How
he was
much?
up charging you a little bit, yeah.
Classic. Okay.
And you,
How much do I owe you? Ballista?
Huh?
What was the split on that?
I mean, I guess assuming we're all splitting it equally, so it's 255 across what, 6 people? It's
I'm
42 gold.
assuming we all have that, but I realize that might not be the case.
I mean, 42 gold if you have gold, or just like any other sort of things that could be sold for that amount.
oh, it's like, if you all need money, like I said, I have an opportunity. He looks up toward you more, and he's like, and you played it very cool in front of.
All pirates are the same.
Mm,
I like to put on a show. From
they
their
often do. Some to their detriment, and you see like a very serious, almost dark look from Captain Rip for a moment. Like they often do. Like his yellow eyes kind of get very serious. The face are always like, "What?" Like I said, follow me to the All She Road, and maybe we can work something out since you all broke.
Which is something we could have probably kept to ourselves.
It's like, no worries. You see, like he claps to like your leg, like no worries. And he's like, and you must be their spell jammer. He goes up to Aerith. He's like, yeah. I'm gonna roll a history check for Aerith here. Honestly, Giles, now that he said his name and his ship name, give me a history check. Natural one. Never heard of this guy.
Go.
No,
Never heard of this
clueless.
guy. Probably didn't go in the same circles as the third chapter. So, you move toward the flying fish ship here. You see Ash, the Thrycreen, like once again hasn't said any words to you all, just watching carefully, his forearms crossed. And he's like, he looks toward Captain Rip, looks toward you, Thea, like, He was like, you guys could have maybe held your own against the Maroon Lock. Maybe. Though tussling with Kindred Desai is challenging, to say the least. But capable. You guys look great. And you said Giles, right? You're the captain, right, Giles?
Yeah.
Giles. And he's like he's kind of motioning for your last name, Giles.
Oh, Giles Baumgartner.
What is wrong with all of you?
What is wrong with you? What do you mean?
We just met this guy.
I mean, like sort of like slyly, it's like,
your entire government.
I mean, like you did help us out there.
What did you do, other than stand there and add legitimacy to our claim?
Hmm? I did nothing. He's laughs a little bit.
He did nothing.
I
Whatever.
mean,
You're captain. Are we doing this fucking job?
Come,
We
come
can go
aboard.
get the ballista right now.
Oh, go grab your ballista. You might even need it for this. But like I said, indulge me. Come to my ship and enjoy the things here. And as you go aboard the ship, he's like, "Captain on deck." As you see a Hidozi, see that he's like, kind of handling like the sails. And you see a coming out from the ship, a Githyanki woman. Give me a religion check, anyone who wants to, as you see this Githyanki woman. "19's great. From our cleric, let's go." He's doing it.
wait, how the hell do I have a higher religion than the
You're a
cleric?
nerd. That's how.
True.
True.
Giles, you kind of see like, oh, you know, just from a fact, this is a cleric. As you look at her, I'm not sure like what, deity she worships, but like, oh, okay, this is cleric, probably their spelljammer for sure. On him, you see draconic symbols on her. You see a silver emblem here. You know this is a cleric of the Silver Lord Aram, the Archon of camaraderie and loyalty. You see her like, you see Rip like, "Benor, everything okay with the ship?" "Yes, Captain. Everything is fine. Just did Nama go out on one of her... She's having fun, isn't she? Without me. Should I go and make sure she doesn't get into any trouble here or not?" "She'll be fine. Let's entertain our guest first. This is Benor, everyone. Great spell check." You see her kind of like look at you and goes, kind of like looks a little introduces up just enough, right? Pleasantries. Other one, the quiet one here, this is Aj. Kind of gives you all a nod. You definitely saw Nama, and this is Thimba. And you see them as like, "Hello. Pleased to meet you." And you can see that there's on the ship, well, you see that there are some extra crew here. You see that there's 3 my brain right now, Cicerone on the ship as well. They're like yellow scaled lizard folk, and you see he talks to them in Draconic. He's like, and you kind of see them speak back, and they give him a bit of a nod. "Well, come get a chair. We can just set something up right here." He kind of like hops up on like a barrel. Like, "So, do you have any? You said this was your first time with your ship. Do you have any experience with mercenary work of that sort?"
Kinda. On the old ship, I used to be a part of the 3rd chapter. I don't know if you knew it at all. We at least serve and counter mercenaries from time to time.
Oh, Captain Spria.
Yep.
Oh, that one. You can see that smile grows bigger. He's like, oh, I know of him. We have not had the pleasure of meeting face to face.
Well, yeah, my captain is quite a noteworthy character, isn't he?
Oh, yes. Strange one. Still working within the lines of the GIF Armada, but doing some unorthodox things. Like his character.
It's actually the GIF Armada.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. Don't start that argument with GIF. They will fight hard for that argument. Is it GIF or is it GIF? There will be guns drawn for that
Always a
argument.
good time.
Oh, it is. You can see Rip like reminiscing. But I was, just to be transparent, I was asking our fair Captain Desai to help me with a little project. And you can see he has his cloak off here, and you can just see his, red scaled arms. You can see he has like breastplate armor on here, mace, shield. Looking at him, he is definitely has the make of a skilled fighter. Kind of puts the shield down. He's like, let's just say Captain Desai, I needed her help with some rat catching. We on the All She Road do a trade that is frowned upon by some, but we're pirate hunters. And I needed her help with a mark. I thought I could persuade her against another pirate. But it seems something code yada 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 yada.
Got a description on the pirate?
Oh, yes. Captain Pocky. Need a history check from
Yeah.
Morn. I'm gonna roll for Aerith, Giles as well, and I think the others. If you want to roll one here, just to see maybe you heard the name in passing. But the relevant ones here are definitely the ones that have been out.
What did they say when we got here? You said they said something in Dragonic. Autumn speaks Dragonic.
Oh, he talked to the sister on, and he said, he talked about the ship. He said, oh, how is she holding up?
It's like, what is up, my dude?
What is up? He said, yo, what is up, my scaled homie? No, it was definitely something like that, but it also was like, we'll be here for a little bit longer. It was very like a quick exchange. Like, we'll be here for a little bit longer.
Okay.
How's the ship holding up? And he kind of responded back like, everything's going to plan.
It wasn't anything along the lines of we're gonna kill these assholes right now.
No, these Cicerons seem super chill,
Right.
and follow Rip loyally.
Very nice. Very nice.
What do you need me to roll again?
A history check here. As you hear the name Captain Pocky. 13. Interesting. A 22 from Morn and an 18 from Demi. Giles, I think the name sounds familiar. But he doesn't, that's all you kind of have here. For Morn and Demi. Captain Pocky is a Minotaur pirate that is known to scour some of the lines here and there. I think for you, Morn, you've seen an SSA bounty for Captain Pocky, like a poster here. just as you were traveling. So their story kind of checks out here, that they are pirate hunters. It's like, and there's a bounty on his head. It is currently at 5,000 gold, dead or alive, which is enticing to say the least. However, I do appreciate my crew members. And you hear the Cicerone say something in Draconic, and you kind of hear him chuckle like, oh, shut up. I was thinking I could enlist the help of another pirate group to another neutral party to make things go smoothly. Pocky is a tricky one, and I was willing to share in his bounty, but it seems code binds Miss Desai. But you all have shown some spunk. If you would like, I could all extend the offer to you of a little bit of a joint venture. You help me and my crew collect the bounty on Captain Pocky and his men, and you come with half of this bounty.
Well, how do we know that you're not just going to use us as bait?
Use you all as bait. You can see a smile. Give me an insight check.
Or does bait.
14. Definitely could be a possibility. You don't really know Captain Rip. On a 14, you think you feel like you don't know if you can trust him yet. He's like, I would never do something like that. Plus, you all seem capable enough. I don't know your capabilities. What was your name?
Mine?
Yes.
On.
Surely, the two of our crews could give Captain Pocky some trouble.
Yeah, sure.
What say you, Captain Baumgartner?
You know, I feel like the stakes don't make sense if we're going 50-50 on the bounty. Because, I mean, if we're going 50-50 on the bounty and then one of our parties dies, then that's 100% for one of the parties. So, but if we do it so that, like, whoever gets the final blow gets 60%, you know?
Oh, you want to
Then
make
there's
it
a little more
game.
incentive. We can make it a little interesting.
I
So that way
think-
we know that you're not just sending us in to die, and we're not sending you in. You know, whoever wants to go for the final blow can go for it, because this is just a higher bounty.
Give me a persuasion check here. The DC is 20.
Oh God, I have a -1. I have a -1.
You can't get
Well,
this?
I mean, crit technically get it.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
You can. What do you say to Captain Rip in this moment?
It's 70%.
Yeah, I don't know. I do want to haggle us up a little bit, but
Yeah, make it 70.
I will say that that's going to tilt things. I already said to set the DC, so we'll be fair. DC is already set at 20. You can offer the help action here, but I just want to know what you say.
yeah,
to
60%. Honestly, if I asked Nama, she'd go for 70.
Yeah.
And she would do something very silly like that. But she's not here right now. And my first Spelljammer is a wild one. You can see like Bernard kind of like kind of like just and
It's up to you to be a little silly. What do you say?
roll your check now on him. The DC to beat is 20. Persuasion. 9.
And then the elusive 9 strikes again.
The elusive 9.
Goddamn 9.
He's at 9s.
Damn it.
These 9s.
Yeah, I think you don't sense any hostility or anything from Captain Rip here as he like kind of just coldly is like, I think 50-50 is fine. We each come out with a pretty good share, and I am a man of my word. He says in Draconic, he like on him you speak this, he says like in almost like a kobold Draconic dialect, like, and my word means is as tough as Lord Aram's scales. And forged in Frel's cold flame. But he switches back to common. But 50-50. We find Captain Pocky, we either capture him, or he meets his untimely end, and voila, we turn his bounty into the nearest SSA affiliate place, and look, we come out richer. And your captain here said you were broke, so some money.
Affiliate
Be great.
place.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you drive a hard bargain, Captain Rip.
You can see his like little feet dangling, like
They're kicking back and forth.
yeah, his little scale. He just has like little wraps on his scale teeth. Well, confer with your crew, Captain Baumgartner. Baumgartner, that name.
Very well. But Captain Rip, I must ask,
Yes.
since you now know my surname, what is yours?
It's like, oh, funny thing about my kind is we do not have surnames. My name is
Well,
Rip.
if you were to give yourself a surname, what would it be?
It's not how it works.
Oh, a kobold
No,
kind.
it's-
Kobold
No,
kind.
it's not like
We are given these names, and sometimes we choose these names. Rip was the name I was given by my elders.
I think you should consider Duggo as your surname.
yeah.
The goat?
Yeah,
No, I like just Rip.
makes sense. Understandable.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Yeah. I think you do on him. You notice that there is like these like draconic runes on his mace, like they've been like carved in, like hand carved rune work. He's like, well, I will give you some time to fix your ship, get a weapon on your ship. I know that needs to happen for you, and get your things in order, Captain Baumgartner. Baumgartner, that name is familiar.
Don't think about it too hard.
It spells like it sounds.
Yep. Anyways,
YOMB.
It's Gardner, you know. like-
GADR.
with a T, right?
No,
It's a
the
D.
with the,
I remember.
D, yeah.
And no
He-
N.
He goes, Aj, do you remember hearing something about a bomb gardener? Something about a
Okay, god damn it.
He wasn't
a
committing war crimes, was he?
a lieutenant bomb gardener. And you see,
Oh.
you hear Ash for the first time speak. The mandibles go click. It's like, oh, flaming bird, right? Yes. Interesting. You wouldn't be
Well, it's
related to that one, right?
Well, it depends who you're asking about.
Hmm.
As you can see, my captain is not a bird, so must be a different bomb gardener.
True, must be. Well, he sees like yellow eyes kind of like flash, or he's like, if you need, take your time, get your things in order. There will be money to be made. And if you need anything else, Benor, like, yes, Captain. What else did you need? If they need anything else, anything, you point in the right direction. We are among your people. Give them a little hand. You see, like, he's like kind of like happy in this moment. He kind of like hops up on the barrel and it's like, stretches like, cannot wait to do some rat catching with you all. As this big toothy grin like looks over all of you. Speak with Benor if you need anything else. I'm gonna get some rest. Having to deal with kindred Desai is always tiring.
I thought you didn't do anything.
I didn't. You see the smile again as he like heads in. Speaks with Ash. Ash just kind of like nods. And he heads into the ship.
Who's going with me to pick up the ballista?
I mean, I'm coming with you, obviously.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
How much can you lift?
Me?
Yes.
Not a lot.
Okay.
You see Benor kind of like look over at you all. She kind of walks up to you, Thea, like, since my captain has asked, did you need anything else?
No.
Very well. She looks over at your crew, like, kind of sizing all of you all, sizing you guys up, like, we'll see if you can hold your own. And kind of looks out toward the ship. It's like, you hear Thimba like, someone is going to have to find Nama and make sure she doesn't get into any trouble. Benor, it is your turn. Like, and she kind of heads off all she rode and heads into the hollow. Oh, as Thimba the Hadozi's like, oh, you can see yourselves off.
I'm rounding us up and getting us off
Yeah.
of their ship.
Yep.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. You kind of, as Benor like brushes past you, you're just like pissed that she has to do this. You guys are all here at the dock. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm gonna actually like get the ship and sort of bring it closer to the scrapyard.
Yeah.
That way it's an easier haul.
Yeah, you hold on to the spell-jamming helm, fly to a further dock down, making it easier for you to bring the weapon close.
Are the provisions already loaded onto the dock, by the way?
Yeah, I think kind of around this time, you see the brothers who actually introduce themselves this time. You see Orion and Taron. The older brother Orion's like, "This is we need to leave them here. We can charge you extra for load on. But if not, it's up to you."
Yeah, just leave him here for now. You guys
Alright.
have done enough done so much for us, so appreciate it.
No worries. You see Taron's like, "Hey, just doing our job. The provisions are left there for you."
Yeah, I'll end up sort of getting like Kettle to sort of help load the provisions on and things, and Willow's gonna help sort of direct where to put these things and whatnot.
For sure, you have kind of Kettle dragging some stuff up the gangplank. It takes some time. You kind of push on some crates to carry some things up to load everything in. And G kind of comes it's like with a cart with this ballista. Like I said, needs a little work, but I'm sure you're capable enough. Did Rip give you any trouble?
No, G, we're no, you didn't give us any trouble, thankfully.
Good.
But thank you again for helping us out with this. Really appreciate it.
No problem. If you're ever back in the dock, just see me for any parts. Kind of waves you off. You see him kind of waving. He's far back toward the end of the dock.
Yeah. All right. Who's gonna help me serve him? Sort of calling out to like Demi and like anyone else who's like nearby. It's like, who's gonna help me load this puppy on?
When he rolled up with that, how big is this thing actually?
It's geez.
How heavy?
Heavy? Oh man, let me use my secret technique. It's probably like 100 or so.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, it's definitely like the lightest weapon you could have on here, right? It's mostly wood and there's some like gears and things. So it's only like 100, and you team lift this and like don't hurt your back or anything. You're chilling.
No, when
100 pounds. What is that USD right now?
I cannot stand you. What you do?
It's about 112, 100.
Yeah, it's 112 kilos or whatever.
1.3 stone.
When he locked up with the cart, I pulled a really tiny glass bottle with what looks like mercury in it. Drip one little drop out onto a finger, and then fling it at the ground, and it seems to like splash. The ground seems to splash and send a water drop back up into the air about 3 feet, which then spins out into a disc. Looks like a glass disc. Just lift the entire ballista from the cart, put it on my floating disc, walk up the gangplank. It's gonna follow me.
What?
Sure, yeah.
Where did you get that?
Get the ballista? You were with us.
No, the disc.
Oh. I just sort of woke up with it.
You just woke up with that one day.
It would be really hard to explain the kind of things that happened to me recently.
Oh, okay. No, I get that.
But
That's just the most convenient thing.
right.
You can just
Well,
use that for
I'm-
moving. Like,
I'm glad that
that's-
this wasn't the spell that I could do yesterday.
Yeah. That's...
Do you know anything about Magdalene?
Huh?
Magdalene.
Magdalene?
Religion check.
I didn't think so.
It's an. You'd have to read a bit more on this name, Autumn.
Mm.
Strange name.
Does it sound familiar?
Doesn't really sound familiar per se.
Nah, I'm just gonna shake his head down.
Yeah, I figured. Short story. I've got like a blessing of a sort. Blessing might be a strong word, but I don't know. It lets me do some magical stuff. It's kind of a gamble, honestly. Every time I wake up.
You know, I've figured out recently that I can duplicate myself.
I saw that.
That's weird. I don't really know when that happened exactly.
Is Autumn lying?
No.
Oh, you know full well when that happened.
Yeah? The exact moment?
Allium took you under his wing.
Oh, right. I
Some
forgot about that,
tricks.
yeah.
Nah, I'm calling it. Autumn also forgot that happened.
For sure, yeah.
He's being totally honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not duplicating myself, but this is also recent. I'm gonna just sort of like behind Demi, back to back. You can start to suddenly see this rainbow outline of a person. And I'll take a step to the right, and it takes a step to the left, and then you can tell it's two of me.
That's weird.
But the one that's like a glass outline of a invisible figure right at the center, you can tell that you're looking at like a dark space that's farther behind the surface than it should be. You're looking into a hole, but the hole is wrapped in a bubble. I'm glad it showed up, though. I feel like
It's nice having a second one of yourself around.
it'd be nice to be able to reach out and touch a bit farther.
Yeah.
We keep getting into fights and stuff. I want to be able to protect people.
I can almost cast spells from mine. Kind of like,
You say that, and there's a look of like, oh, can I should try that. I should practice that. See if that's a thing that I could do.
it's like the range doesn't change if the target is out of my range, but it at least looks like the duplicate of me is casting the spell, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice if you do something that pisses somebody off and they want you dead, they're gonna go for the other one.
Oh, it would have been good for the sniper the other day.
True.
Big sneezes.
Is Autumn
somewhere.
helping me unload this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you guys are talking and doing that at the same time. It takes you a
I'm
little bit
asking-
to like. Oh, okay.
Do you think you're helping me lift this, or did you just watch me put it on the floating disc and then unload it?
No, Autumn's doing the thing, like, you put it on the disc, and then Autumn's doing the thing while we're talking where he's, like, constantly, like, reaching out, like he's gonna help, but he never actually touches it.
Oh no.
It's like he's just, like, pretending like he's helping.
He's helped me out so much, guys.
Yeah, you move it up to the weapons deck and kind of slot it in the empty spot where a weapon could go. One light weapon can go. Just Giles for me, give me the usual Tinker's Tools check here.
Yeah.
D20 plus 6.
Yep.
And you know, probably DC 617 here. I mean, just honestly, a little lower than that. Yeah, fair enough here. You kind of, and like you slotted it and locked it in place here. You have to kind of take an assessment here of what you need. I think you know that there's some of like the some of the pulleys and like the actual kind of click, the kind of lock for this ballista needs a little work here, but probably on another like DC 16, DC 17 check here, you can get some of the scrap that you have, or like take some time with this. It may take you like an overnight, if anything.
Yeah. Here, I'll roll it again.
For sure, yeah.
Just for the.
And we can count it as like you're getting through the process, right?
Yeah.
But you start halfway, right? And you're like, okay, you notice that like, oh yeah, I need to actually like take some time here. Like I need to like take a little bit of time with it. But you're like, oh okay, you assess what you need, and it's like, we need to spend like maybe like a little bit of a couple more hour, like essentially like above table, like a long rest to like really get shit in order. It's kind of
fair enough.
It's at this time.
So, Captain,
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
did you at any point when we were agreeing to do some pirate hunting figure out what the number that we were cutting in half was?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
so what we want more than 50% is what you're wanting?
No, we want the number. What is 50%?
50% of what? This guy's got a $10 bounty on his head, and we're getting $5.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I have no idea.
Morn, what did you get?
That's
20.
my correct.
Morn, you got a 22, right?
Yeah.
Where are you in the ship right now? As like things are being discussed here.
Yeah.
I think you, Aerith, and Thea are kind of maybe in like a ways, because like they're on the top. They're on the weapons deck right now. The other three.
Yeah. Probably would have grabbed the box and moved it down into whatever section is considered my quarters.
Yeah.
Just kept it there. And then, I'd be downstairs somewhere with those two.
Yeah. Aerith's like, okay, now we're pirate hunting. Okay. I mean, I guess it is money, and it's something the SSA would like actually sanctions, but like,
Well,
it's
wait,
very-
sorry. Am I in the same spot as Aerith? Then
Downstairs.
No.
Are we all, like,
No,
No.
you're up. You're top. You're the weapons deck.
Gotcha.
It's Aerith, Thea, and Morn here.
Gotcha.
Are you cool with this, Thea?
Sure.
I mean, is okay. Well, honestly, we had an interesting outing. Like Thea got, honestly, like really good instruction. Her shield she got was essentially like a magic item. No, this older Gith man, Gith teacher, gave her some pointers. Really interesting, honestly. But I guess I came back to you in a weird, tense situation, and now we're pirate hunting. This is great.
Yeah. I don't love it, but
Do you know how much this Captain Pocky's bounty is? I think I remember hearing that name. I just can't remember the price.
I think 5,000.
Oh, that's not bad. That's like a pretty like standard, like actually a mid-level SSA bounty. I just think we need to be like careful here. I know we have
I
help
don't
this
think that we will be double crossed necessarily.
Yeah, I don't.
But I also don't trust him.
Well, pirate hunters kind of work within the gray area, like much like the same could be said of Gallows' old crew, where like they kind of fall within the SSA, but they don't really. More so for this Captain Rip. Yeah, I think you're right. We need to be just mindful, right? But 5,000, half of that is quite nice, and that could probably cover all of our expenses along the way toward where we're trying to go.
That's one hard.
Yeah. I think my only other like concern that I haven't really talked to Giles about is like we really don't have. We need to get some star maps and probably. I hate to say it, but hire a navigator or find someone who's adversed in that. Like, I can read a star map per se, but like I'm not like skilled in that. But something to think about. I haven't really talked to. I think that's after we do this job, I guess. Being on a crew like this is hard. The SSA just like has everything like just done for you, if you know what I'm saying. Like we have, you know, a galleon would have like 3 spelljammers on it, or like a bombard ship would have 2, and we would rotate on the ship I was on, or you'd like already have assigned people. It's like this is a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Wow, I feel really useless all of a sudden, actually.
You kind of see Aerith kind of like it grabs your hand a little bit and it's like you're not.
It's fine.
Alright. Then like kind of remembering that you're here, Thea, she kind of like lets go, and Marciana's just like yeah. But yeah, hey, it's hey, it's just exciting, right? That's all it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Thea, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Ew, straight people.
Ew.
Too easy.
Natural
Too
20.
easy.
Jesus Christ.
Really great. You feel that feeling. It's a little bit. No, you
Rolls a natural 20 gets you feel a feeling.
don't worry. Let me
There is
cook.
no-
Let me cook.
Let him cook.
Let me cook. It's a familiar feeling. You haven't felt it in days. That migraine approaching from the back of your head. What do? You know that's the telltale signs of a vision.
I say, oh shit, here we go again.
Thea fully turns into the kid like, into the camera and like walks into like this gray, this almost like black and white gray space. And like you're not in the moment of like as like Aerith is turned toward you, all that seems to like slow down as you see Aerith's like shyness around Morn. You turn and yeah, it's like slows down. You like turn and do you walk into that gray space?
Yes.
Turn and walk into it, and you feel yourself being pulled into a vision. Walking through it, you're not on the docks. You're somewhere within the hollow, and you see someone running hard. You feel their fear. It's intense. They're being chased. You hear like the snarls, the barks of something rabid, something hungry. And you just feel this person's fear, and they are running as hard as they can. You see them move through this like these rock structures here, and you see them look back, and you see their face. You see a Shadar Kai. You see that she has like these kind of black feathers, and like in her midriff there's this raven skull. You see her eyes wide, scared here. As she like turns and runs to these creatures. What do you do within this vision?
I mean, if I'm being chased,
You're
I'm
not-
gonna just.
Remember, you're always watching from a bird's eye view. You see all this happen. Do you interact with this person? Do you try
Yeah.
and see where they're running? Very well. You see them running toward what looks to be a stone bridge that looks like it's about to, as you look further out, it's flimsy. And below is a deep chasm. And as you're pulled out from this vision, you're back in this moment. And Morn, what were you saying to Thea?
Are you good?
What?
Are you good?
Define good.
Kind of,
Sliding down the ladder.
just kind of. I don't know. It's like you were already kind of spacing, but then like went to another level.
Yeah. We were just got finished and talking. We were trying to bring you into the conversation. But everything all right?
Hang on, I just need a minute.
Okay.
Pull a chair out of pallet space and let her sit down.
Yeah. True. Like, okay. Do you need water or anything? Or
I've got water.
Yeah.
I'm handing it to her.
This is why I tried to get you to drink water last night, Thea.
yeah, maybe.
I-
Sorry.
Listen, I
It's
who I was yesterday.
I think both of us are glaring at Morn. Like, give him-
yeah.
they cut it out.
Yeah, true. It's like, come on. like, it's like good dig, but like, chill.
Take a step closer and get within shin kicking range.
Is everything all right? Go
Um,
there. You should need to sit down or something. Or sorry, we might have pushed you a bit too hard.
No, it's
after that
okay.
night.
I had another vision.
Really? I think there's like
Yeah.
a serious look on Aerith's face. And it's at this moment that you hear Nabaru and Apheliomore like, hello, how is everyone? And you see your Apheliomore like, see you guys installed a weapon? That's lovely. It's kind of like they just walked into a tense moment and have no idea what's going on. But Apheliomore kind of sees you in distress and like, everything okay?
Is there a person?
And Aerith's like, what did you see in the vision?
I was being chased.
By him?
My head's a little foggy.
Okay, take your time. What do you need from us?
I don't know right now.
Do you remember where you were?
Vaguely.
Give me a history check here, Thea. You try and recall some of the things of this vision. It's like your friends are around you. Here. 9?
More accurate.
You just have a feeling that you were close, like you were here somewhere, but hard to like really place. Sometimes the visions are, they're foggy, right? Like you see these vivid things and you come out of them a bit exhausted. I think it's this at this time Autumn you come down to, and it's like, well, whatever you need, Thea, just let us know, and we're here to help you.
Thank you. I yeah, I should be okay. In a minute. It's
Okay. All right. Well, take it easy, right?
Thank you.
And I think there's like a bit of cut of tension here, as like I think people are the closest people here are what, Demi, right? Demi, give me an insight check here. As you're looking at Thea.
19.
19. Thea, what does Demi see here? As you've just come out of this vision and seen something, felt these feelings of fear and distress, what does Demi see from you?
Almost like as if somebody had just fainted and then they're
Hmm.
kind of coming out of it, sweating slightly, really dazed, not fully in the room, a little panicked, a little just trying to get her bearings and everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna sort of gently take your hand, and I'm sitting down. It doesn't matter that we're in the hallway. I'm sitting down and sort of gently pulling you to sit down as well. It's okay. You know where you are?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try something?
Sure.
I'm gonna take something rolled up. It looks like it might be made out of leather. Just untie a ribbon and roll out this. It looks a little bit like a game board. It's got like sections, 3 concentric circles, and there's a couple of things written on it in Sylvan. I'm gonna take from a little black wooden box 4 little gemstones and 2 bones, and I'm gonna hand them to you and just say, don't think hard, but just try and think about your dream again and ask a question, and then roll these on the board. And we'll see if we can pull out a little bit more information.
Okay, I can do that. And I just roll it and ask.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was chasing me? I guess.
Good question. I don't have a mechanic for this, so just
I understand. Give me a D100 here.
Okay.
You want high.
wow.
83 is great. You roll the bones and they fall in a direction on Sylvan letters or Sylvan runes, falling toward the southeast of this, like almost it circles, almost like a compass vibe here. You know that the lettering and kind of phrasing of this here is shadow. As the runes bones fall, just the word shadow.
Okay.
It have a lot of meaning, but I think as you see shadow, you remember the like snarls, the something was hungry, something was in pursuit of you. Shadow. Some of you have learned a lot of things and have read things. Demi, then you've read a lot about what you're researching for the return to the Feywild, right? You've learned many books, correct? Books on planar travel, correct?
Yeah.
Give me a history check at advantage here, as these bones have landed on shadows.
Oh, the bones have landed on shadow. That's bad.
Yes.
I was really hoping it was the agate or the sapphire. History with advantage?
Yes.
What the fuck is my history? Oh, okay. Dirty 20.
30-20. A lot of things can be connected to shadow. Sometimes the Unseelie Court has been referred to as a place of shadow. Sometimes the mischief and shadow of the Autumn Court is put into play, but sometimes it's more mischievous than deadly. But there's one place where shadow reigns supreme, the Shadowfell. And as you think of like the bones landing on shadow, you get this feeling, planar energy at work. Something ravenous and hungry, something you want to consume. As
I've got great news. Everything's fine. No, that's a lie. I don't know why I lied. You ever heard of the Shadowfell?
I think so, yeah.
I think you have in passing, for sure. especially in just the reference to elves, especially the elves.
Mm.
You knew that the person you saw in your vision was a Shadar-kai. They're from the Shadowfell. And as you think on this, give me another history check, Thea. As you're calm, you're with your friends. 17 is great. You were within Stardock in your vision. You were close. You know that your visions show brief moments of the past, but you're in the present now. That person in your vision is in danger right now. As that feeling comes over you again, what do you
Thea
do?
just kind of starts hyperventilating.
Nope. No. Here's some water.
I think at this point, Sir Giles comes down, finally after sort of buttoning things up, and sort of is like, hey, is everything okay down here? Heard a little bit of commotion.
I think Navarro comes over. He's already like in the gallery making tea. Like, say yes. Troubled in some way. And you see Ophelia more like kind of nodding and like seeing that Demi, you brought out like the board and it's like kind of like,
I know she recognizes it.
oh, of course. But I think there's like an approval of like smart, but would have liked to know that you had it. As you come in, you see that Thea is in distress. Yeah, do you tell the group?
Yeah,
Right.
very like sporadic, like in between breaths, trying to calm herself down, as kind
Yeah.
of saying like everything that's happened, like it's all coming back to her.
Yeah.
Everything that sort of happened in the vision, like all the information that was being relayed and everything.
Yeah, I think Aerith's like, someone's in trouble. I don't know what everyone else wants to do, but well, Captain, what do you say?
Well, I mean, okay, someone's in trouble. Like, how far away are they?
Close. They're Stardock.
Okay. Well, I mean, it depends how quickly we can get there, but we can try. Depends if if everyone else is on board.
Yeah.
Aerith's like, Morn, what do you think? On him?
What do I think about?
We're gonna help this person, whoever they are.
Yeah, why
You
not?
see Aerith kind of look toward you more and like, I mean, you can see it in her face that like she's determined, and you know how she is when she's determined.
Let's go.
All right, buckle up, everyone.
All right, did you want me to take? Oh, well, you got it. And you see Navarro's like, did you give Navarro his gift yet?
No.
Okay. Like, well, whoever they are, they'll need help and maybe a warm meal. And you can see that Ophelia Mora kind of like puts a hand on his shoulder. They may need some medical attention as well, so let's help these young ones out, Navarro. You can see like a smile on his face. Like, of course. Guys, as you rush toward the helm, grab the helm and take off with the WASP ship. I need a perception check as you guys are going toward like the back side of Stardock. I need all of you to give me a perception check here. On him, if you would. Give me a 17, okay. An 8, an 11, and 17, 16, and more.
22.
22. Gals, you're focused on flying the dark and stormy around to the backside of Stardock, looking, searching here. Thea, you're trying to remember everything from your vision, focusing on that. I'm going to roll for Aerith as well. I think she's like with you, looking out as well. Demi and Autumn, you're looking at the surface of the rock, and I think you see something there. Something moving. Within one of like these abandoned hollows on the backside of Stardock. Morn, on a 22. You see someone running. A Shadar-kai, long black hair. You see she has like these dark kind of feathers. You can see that they're moving in, like from her garments, they're moving quickly. She's running. You can see that she has like this raven skull. What strikes you is what's behind her. Moving from the shadows are these two creatures. They're like ravenous dogs chasing her, and they're like on her heels. They are 30 feet to 40 feet behind her, and she is running. You see her get to the place in your vision, a bridge. You see her, she quickly runs across it. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey,
Wacky and wild.
nothing
Bit
bad.
Bit early to end, don't you think?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm ending because I don't have
We can
all
keep
the stuff set up for it yet.
going.
we will
Space.
we will carry that over. We will start in initiative with this encounter.
Woo.
Hey, we'll see you next time for more Jump Point, and surely it won't be this tense and dire. Bye bye.